Well, welcome back to the Steve Rob Show. Today, as you can see in the thumbnail, I've built a, I guess it would be like a container or a stand for this deep fryer I bought. And this here, the roughly dimensions are 16 by 19. I got a sheet of plywood here, I got some 2x4s, I got a 2x3, and we're going to put this together. Now this is what's going to be a proper English build. It's called a bodge. And it's nothing fancy, guys. It's nothing fancy, but it's up for the camp. And I'm going to put that in my shower room every year for storage. It's not going to be left outside. And guys, I'm not using no pressure treated wood, none of that stuff. And it's going to be an outdoor thing that I use every once in a while. And mostly it's only going to be for in the fall when we all go up to the camp. So I'll show you how I'm going to build this together, and let's see how we make out. I mean, there's a couple of stuff in here that a little hard and tricky to figure out, but I'm going to show you a couple of little tips on how I build stuff, and we'll see if you like it or not. So stay tuned. Let's get to it. Okay, guys, let's get cutting. I've got the 20-volt DeWalt saw here. Guys, this is the bomb. This is the only way to go. Let's get cutting. We're going to cut this one right here. Okay guys, I wonder how many of you guys use this. I'm going to show you what I do with this. This is for metal work, but I use it for this. Let's take a look. Okay guys, many times when you're cutting a big sheet, you're going to see that it'll drop down on you as you get to the end here. So I just take this, clamp it on the end there, and that way there, I got no problems when I get to the end of the sheet, and it doesn't fall down the floor on you. See that, guys? There you go. Okay, so I'll bring you along a bit as I go here. And all I have is just these two frames done. Guys, you'd have to cut yours to the particular size that fits your deep fryer. And for this one here, this is what I've chose. And I like to use the 2x4s to square everything up. And so far, all I've got is a couple of cuts here. And I have two 2x4s cut in half at 4 feet. So you can see how far I've got here. And I just wanted to show you the screws that I'm using. Guys, I bought these at Home Depot, had to be 15, 20 years ago. They were marked as hardwood flooring screws. And I've been using these forever. I mean, I got quite a big box. I think there's like 5,000 in it. And I've been using them. And of course, they're not coated or anything like that, but I don't care. So let's get on with the build here, and I'll show you a little bit more as we go along. Okay, guys, we're back for a little update here. All I did was just attach the 2x3 down to the bottom there with fastening with 3 screws, and that will be the 2 sides. So if you can just envision this, this is one side, this is going to be the other side, guys. Okay, let's get more to it. Okay guys, what you can see here is just got it all clamped up. So these are just the 2 sides here, and all I've done is cut out a piece for the back. So everything is going to be self-supporting on itself, and I'm just going to fire in them screws. Let's get to it. Okay guys, I'll finish firing in these ones here, and then we'll get back. Okay, so here we are right here, and I just put the deep fryer in there so you can get a good idea of how it's going to look. And I'm going to put a couple of stops here, guys, one in the front and one in the back, and on both sides, so this thing doesn't move at all when it's in there. And it's pretty light, so I can just lift it up and take it out anytime. But I don't want it to move around in there, and I'll do that next. And then we'll work on the top, and I'll show you what I got planned for the bottom. Okay, Stay tuned. Okay, so let's take a look here. I got it all screwed down. The 4 retaining blocks are going to hold it in there, and I drilled a hole for the power wire to go in the back. There's actually 2 power wires, and I'll show you that in the future coming up. But here we are right here, and guys, that's pretty well it there. I just used a bunch of scrap pieces that I had left over, and there's the hole there. So, okay, I'll bring you back when I got some more. Well, she's all done, guys. The only thing I didn't do was paint it. Now, I'm going to wait until I got some extra stain available, and then I'm going to stain it up. And then we'll bring it up to the camp, and then you can see it there in the future, hopefully the first time we use it. But this is it here, guys. Yes, sir. This is it. And I'll just show you this little bar here, guys. That's from a snow shovel. So it's a fiberglass handle, and I incorporated it into here. So I have used mostly stuff that I have in the shop already, like old hinges, scrap pieces of wood. But guys, I got 4 2x4s and 1 2x3 and a 4x8 sheet of 3/4 inch plywood. And I'll show you how much I got left, and there's hardly anything left. But I'll take you off the tripod, and I'll go over it here, and I'll show you how everything works. And guys, it rolls around nice and easy, you know, back and forth. And that's exactly what I wanted. I'll take you a little tour around it and show you all the special features. Okay guys, you can see down the bottom there I just got 2 old wheels I had hanging around here for a long time. They're actually brand new, and I've got about 20 of them. I picked up at Princess Auto like a long time ago for $2 a piece, and I threw them in. And here's the cord hanging down here. There's one for each element inside for this electric deep fryer, and 2 extension cords. Guys, if you don't recognize these are off a gas or propane deep fryer to hold the lid, you know, I guess the pot from moving off to the sides. So I incorporated that in there, and that's going to come in handy. So yeah, and this is some old hinges here that I have. So I'm going to turn it around, and let's take a look at the special features. Well, there you go there, guys. And right off the bat, you can see I just have some old hinges here, and I incorporated one of my bungee cord kind of hooks. And all I've done is just roughly sanded it down a bit. And on the front here, it's just a leg that just makes it sit nice and level. So when you open this up, the catch here is it holds the front. So this will drop down like this. And I'll go around the other side. And you lift this up, and I've got an arm on the side here that if you want, you can have the lid in the raised position, you know, if it's not raining or anything like that. And then this little drop down here is just so you could put some kind of a basket or, you know, something in there, you know, to get your deep fried materials out, like a couple of bowls or that kind of stuff. So I'll take you off the tripod, and I'll show you a couple of little things. So here we are here, and you could see before I drilled that hole down there. And guys, this has, like, on the back, they're like these magnetic type of things that hold the electrical cord in, so it's not like a solid kind of connection. So I put a couple of twist ties on here and routed it down underneath, and that'll be fine. So I can disconnect it and take these out and bring them home when I want to clean them. So let's go underneath here, and let's take a look at what I've did in the back. Okay guys, I put a light down there so you can see what's going on. You can see the 2 cords hanging down, and then all I did was just bring it underneath here and put it to a nice tie there. So when you attach the 2 extension cords to it that go to my gen set, it's not going to be pulling on that cord at all. Okay, so now this little thing here, it's just a carriage bolt going through with a couple of nuts on the outside here, so it can't undo. And that's pretty well it, guys. I mean, it's a very simple door opener, and this is heavy enough that even if the wind were to get it, it doesn't go any higher than this anyways. So, you know, that's pretty well it. And I think it's practical. I don't think that you're going to win any awards on beauty, but let's just wrap this up. Okay guys, well that's pretty well it. I'm not too sure what you guys think, but I think it's going to work out just fine. And you can see that's the only pieces that I have left over, so maybe a 6-footer of a 2x4 and 18 inches of 2x3, and maybe a 24 by 24 section of 3/4 inch plywood. But guys, this is going to work out just fine, and something easy that you can build. And this holds the lid in, a little bit here, and that's it guys, she's done. So you guys let me know in the comments what you think. I think it's a little bit too rough or what, but guys, she's going up to the hunting camp, she's going to be stained, and I think it's just going to work out great. So thanks for joining me here today. Subscribe if you haven't, and guys, let's come back, let's have some more fun doing stuff like this. Cheers.